Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to journaling. Okay, so for that, what we will do, we will try to insert some data into our physical file or SQL table, and then we will check what all entries has been made into the journal. Okay, so mainly we are going to track what all entries has been made once we perform the insertion operation while uh, the file is journaled. So for that, what we will need to do, firstly we need to use this command DSPJRN. But before that, let me show you that I have already created one journal on which file is also journaled. So if you are referring the previous session, or yeah, if you are referring the entire series, then you are aware that what all journals and receivers we are using. But if you are not sure, let me show you by using work obj command. Then my journal name is testjrn. So this is in library Sharmit 1. So this is already created, right? Type JRN. So if you are referring the sessions, then you are aware, and I'm assuming that you have already created and started the journaling on it. Okay, so now we are going to use the same journal. So to check the entries, we will use the command DSPJRNPF, sorry, DSPJRN, press F4. Here we are supposed to provide the journal name. So journal name is testjrn, then library, which is Sharmit 1, and then we are supposed to pass the file name. So in my case, file name is students, which is also in library Sharmit 1. Then simply hit enter. So once you hit enter 2 times, it will open this screen where you will find all the entries. So you can see these are the all entry which I have created, or which is created while I perform some operation on my table, whether it is open, closed, entry, record entry. Okay, so these are the all things which is already inserted in my table, and last entries that occurred during the time 3:59. All right, so let's say open, close we have already seen, but what is this pt? When we got the record type as pt, so let's see. So just focus on this 3:59. Now what we will do, we will try to insert some data into our file. So I'm running one query, insert F4. Here we are supposed to provide the file name. So my file name is students2, students, library Sharmit 1, enter. And this time we are going to insert 600 with ABC. Okay. So once I hit enter, it will insert the record in my file. Okay, duplicate, this is already there, so I will make it as 700. Yeah, so now record has been inserted. Fine. So now what we will do, we will simply go and hit the same command for journal, hitting enter. Just scroll it down. So you can see after 3:59 there is one more entry in the file which is for pt. Now what is the meaning of pt? And you can see the code is also changed and it is r now. Why? Let's see. So to check the detail, you can take option 5 here. Let me rerun the query. Yeah, so here scroll it down and then take option 5 and simply hit enter. So once you hit enter, it will show you this detail where code is operation on specific record. R means operation, because we are inserting record right on a specific RNN, so that's why it is showing code as operation on a specific record. Similarly, if you look at the type, it is showing record edit. Okay, and to check more information, you can simply check these options. F6 for display enter specific only data. So for that you can press F6. It will show what all data has been inserted to it. Okay, and then you can see F11 for hexadecimal format. So you can press F11, it will show hexadecimal information for that. And then we have other options like character. Again you can press F11 to show character. Now I'm taking F12, and from here I will take option 5 again. Then we have display entry, we have already see, and previous entry. For previous entry you can take F14, and then we have F15. So if I press shift F3, it will show me the entire display journal entry like object, library, member, date, time. Okay, so all these information, which job has been used, program type, right? So these all information has been logged into this. Okay, so the main thing is that whenever you are performing insertion operation, it write one record with name pt. The type of record should be pt. Now let's say if you would like to check more information regarding this pt, so you can simply press F1, means more information for this type. You can press F1 and here you will find the list of all entry type, and from here you can find out your actual meaning of your type that has come. Okay, like let's say if you have got LF, then it is logical file association. If you have got EA, update data area after image. Okay, so this is how we can track the thing when we are performing the journaling. Alright, now let's say if I insert the data again with option 800 and let me refresh, so this time it should enter one more record with PT. So you can see one more entry has been locked for PT. So it is also providing the time, job, library object, everything it is providing. And for extra information you can simply take option 5, and as per your need you can search for the further detail. Like if you press shift F12 for more keys, hexadecimal value, previous value, position. So for previous value you can press shift F2, it will show previous entries. It will take you to this screen from where you can check the previous values. Okay, and it is also indicating the sequence. So this is how we can easily utilize this DSPJRN command in order to check what all entry has been made to this file. Alright, now if I simply run one query for select star from Sharmit1/students and hit enter, you will see one record has been read. Now let's check the journal entry now. So if I check now, it will show me one open and close. Why? Because this time we have not inserted anything, we just read the file and insert the record. We read the file and close the file. So that's why it made two entry for open and close. Okay, so this is the way through which we can perform it. And another thing, very important thing, let me show you that also. DSPJRN F4, just put your detail again, and test JRN Sharmit1 slash file name is students Sharmit1. So if you check this entries, there are multiple entries repeated for OP and CL, which is open and close. But in some cases it is not required, right? We don't want to track for all open and close, because file reading is something that we perform frequently. We check the multiple queries, right? So it will unnecessarily log these detail, right? So in some cases we don't even need these entries. Instead of that, it should focus on the insertion part only. Like you can see pt is here, pt is here, so it should look only for these entries. Now how we can achieve this? So to achieve this, I will tell you one trick in the next session. There we will see, and we will also perform again these operation read and insertion to check whether it is actually working on there or not. So by using that trick, what we can do, we can simply eradicate all these open close entries. Okay, and instead of that, it will just focus on only on the main entries like pt, insertion. And we will also see like what will happen if we perform operation like updation, deletion, because types we should know about the types, because right now we are doing intentionally, but in project you might get some information regarding the journaling where you will find all the types only. So at that moment you should be aware of the type, like which type occurred when. So at the moment if I take option 5, it is showing me record edit. Okay, so we should be aware of like how to check this thing, especially other information. Like if you would like to check hexadecimal value, so you can simply take F11, so it will provide you the hexadecimal value for the specific entry that you have inserted. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today's session. And the question for today is how to check code meaning, code or type. You can add two things, type meaning for DSPJRN command. So for that you can just search it out and just recall. I have already told explained you this thing, so you can answer in a short way, like what is the way to check the type and code which comes under DSPJRN command. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. We'll discuss another topic in the next session. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.